Louisiana Beer Reviews Special Edition Lone Star Beer Revisited. First, let me say that this beer was sent to me by Pabst Brewing Company. They said they noticed that I did not have the new label, and they wanted me to do a video with the new label. So there it is. Or at least they wanted me to have the new label. So I got this the other day from San Antonio, Texas. Now I have some Bush's chili beans, pinto beans, hot chili sauce. Had a coupon, $1 off if you bought 3. So I went to Walmart. I have some Brian Smoky Hollow Cajun style smoked sausage. This is a new line of sausages they've come out with, I think, Smoky Hollow. No, maybe they brought it back, because I remember Smoky Hollow in the 1970s. Isn't that right? Yeah, Smoky Hollow sausage. I'm going to have to put a different wrapper on this. It's not big enough. Okay, but anyway, they make some good stuff. I had a coupon for that too. I have some. I put some cheese down in the bottom of these beans and sausage, so I'm gonna have to eat some salad later. Get my vegetables, or as they say in the Ninth Ward of New Orleans, vegetables. Vegetables. They sent me this Lone Star embroidered label cap. They sent me this Lone Star glass, some stickers. Gotta figure out what to do with that. It's got the Armadillo National Beer of Texas. Sent me this Lone Star light beer, which I've already finished. It was very good for a light beer. Okay, and now let's check out the Lone Star. The Lone Star Company was started in 1884 in San Antonio, Texas, but the actual Lone Star brand, Lone Star beer, started in 1940. And that does confuse people. Like, people will argue about Yuengling and say, no, Schaefer's not the oldest lager beer. Yuengling's the oldest brewery. Okay? So, since 1829. But Schaefer beer, that brand of lager beer, has been on the market continuously, of course, always with the exception of Prohibition, since 1842. Yuengling is an older brewery, but their brands are not as old. Anyway, I noticed that this beer and the light, and I did the examination of the light, and I kind of like made it a review. It's supposed to just be an examination. Okay, I'm going to go back to that in a second. Pretty thick, medium. It would be thicker than narrow or brim glass. White head, a clear, bubbly golden appearance. A shade more gold than the light version. Let me check something real fast. Yeah, 4.65% alcohol, 136 calories. This beer and the light have won many numerous. We're done. They have won numerous awards at the Great American Beer Festival and the World Beer Cup. Of course, Great Beer and Beer Advocate don't like it, but you know, they are lagers. They are mass produced. That's worth 2 letter grades deducted before the tasting even begins, I believe. And I got this cap from Lone Star, Pabst Brewing Company. It's not embroidered. This one's just painted on, but that's okay. I didn't buy it after all. Can't complain, can I? Already prayed. Okay. It's so typical American style lager, and that is not a slight against it. It just has that American style lager aroma, sweetness, beer. Like when you think of, like your grandfather talking about beer, this is what he'd be thinking of. The flavor is standard, not unlike Miller High Life, Pabst Blue Ribbon, Pearl Beer, Schmidt, Peels, You've had it before, I'm sure. And it's a style that could appeal to so many people because it's mellow, it's mild, it's not too harsh, it's not too bitter, it's not too sweet, it's not too alcoholic. And like the old 1950s Schaefer beer commercials used to talk about, they said their beer was round. And that's the word they use for balance. And they said they made their beer round because they didn't want it to be too harsh or whatever. They wanted, for various people, they wanted to appeal to the widest possible audience. What Pabst told me is that Lone Star is quite popular in Texas. There was a little misunderstanding about a week ago about Lone Star being canceled. It's not canceled. They said, don't worry, it's not being canceled. It is extremely popular in Texas. It's a very profitable brand. What happened was Lone Star Bach was canceled, and that caused the confusion. Now we just need to get a Lone Star Ice and a Lone Star high gravity malt liquor on the market. You know what I mean? I'll help develop that brand if Pabst would like me to. The bitterness is very low. The body is light and watery, and the finish is crisp. You know what I'm about to say. Crisp, clean, refreshing, dry, and extremely drinkable. Well, I could guzzle this all day if I was a big all-day beer drinker, which I am not. I only drank one beer yesterday, so I'm scheduled for 5 today. This is number 2, so 3 coming up. I'll review a craft beer later, of course, but well, it smells good, tastes good, it feels good in your mouth, it goes down smooth. I have to admit that it pairs exceptionally well with these chili beans and Cajun style sausage. Yeah, well, I didn't taste the sausage, I am now. Really nice. So, if you're a person that appreciates good beer, good times, and good food, check it out. For beer overall, I'd say the worst thing you could say about it is that it is good. A B. It's a good beer. I mean, it's enjoyable. There's nothing unpleasant or off about it. For the style, mass-produced American-style lager, it's a solid A. It's one of the better ones out there. Laissez-les bon temps roulé. Excellent all around, and I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans.